Talking shit.
Welcome back to Talking Shit, a sports show presented by Sports Interaction, where we dive into the world of sports betting and talk about anything and everything except the actual games, except for today, because we have a very special Super Bowl edition theme show. I'm your host, Prince Huda, and I am joined by Sarah Pararia to my left, who is also wearing a Patriots jersey today. Nice outfit. How are you doing?
Thanks. I know we're twinning a little bit, but I am wearing it solely for the number and the man on this shirt, and that is Mr. Tom Brady. I couldn't give less of a shit about the rest of the Patriots.
I would give a shit about the rest of the Patriots. Still a fan, still riding. This is my Randy Moss jersey.
Hernandez jersey?
Pardon? It's Randy
and
Moss.
welcome in Johnny Junta.
It's 81, not 87, but it is not an Aaron Hernandez jersey, but quite astute guess by our colleague Johnny Junta joining us in a Buffalo Bills hoodie today. How are you doing?
Listen, I have talked so much shit about grown adults wearing jerseys that I can't turn back now and be a jersey guy. So I don't own NFL jerseys.
What about behind you?
Well, no, those are autographed by like those are sent by the Jays guys. I don't wear jerseys to games.
Fucking wind. Grown adults can't wear jerseys. I'm sorry. Soccer jerseys are the fucking most swaggiest things ever.
That's different. Soccer.
Okay.
That's different.
That's all. Shut up. That's all I wanted. Thank you so much.
I'm talking the grown men that wear. I don't know. Maybe I'm an idiot. It's like the 50-year-olds wearing like Vladimir Guerrero Jr. jerseys, like who's like 30 years younger than them, 20 years younger than them. I just find that weird, and I've caught a lot of heat for it. So
is it the fact that the guy wearing it is older than the person on the jersey, or is it just jerseys in general?
No, it's weird. It's like it gives me I'm not to use a term like a female term, but it gives me the ick when I see it. I don't know.
Wow.
I could be wrong with it. I don't know.
I'm giving Johnny the ick right now. I apologize.
That wouldn't be the first time.
When I'm 50, if I wear a jersey, it will be a jersey from someone I grew up watching. It'll be
a Juventus jersey. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah, it'll be like a Del Piero jersey or something like that. I won't
wear
someone that's 30 years younger than me or 20 years younger than me. I can't do it.
So wait, I just want to just for the viewers, for the listeners, what's the difference between football jerseys, as in soccer, versus the rest of them?
I just think soccer fans are absolutely fucking crazy. So like I feel like you can get away with it a little bit more in soccer because it's like tradition, like your fandom's passed down from generations. Like your dad, your grandparents always wear the jerseys. In baseball, I don't know. I just think soccer is just a whole different fandom. It's in its own planet of like fans compared to like baseball fans or stuff like that. I think the veteran move for baseball fans, for like not the older crowd, but like 30s, 40s, is to wear like a windbreaker. That's what I've been doing. I wear like a Blue Jays windbreaker or like a Blue Jays vintage shirt you shop for. That's where you kind of get away with it, where it's like, all right, this guy has good style, but he's not wearing a fucking jersey of a player to the game with his kids, you know?
Can the kids wear a jersey?
Oh,
no.
Obviously. I mean, I'm not
like, is your child allowed to wear jerseys?
He's not a monster.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm just saying it's weird when I see like a dad. I'm not saying it gives me the ick again when I see a father at a game with the kid and he's wearing a fucking Vladimir Guerrero jersey or a Bo Bichette jersey. I don't know. Maybe I'm in the minority for that. I caught a lot of heat for it when I said that on Gate 14. I'll call some heat for this.
I mean, there's clips on this show have gotten heat before, so it is nothing new. The internet had a good time with our Matthews being the greatest Toronto athlete of all time debate. So add to the list of discourse, but that's what the show's all about, talking shit. We are wearing football jerseys today. This is a football themed show. We got the Super Bowl coming up, the last game of the 2023-2024 NFL season. I'm excited. Kansas City Chiefs, as Sarah predicted last week, would be there, and the San Francisco 49ers.
Last week.
Prior to the Ravens game, you did say, you're like, would anyone be surprised if the Chiefs are here?
I think I said this a couple of weeks ago now.
I think you might have said it a couple weeks ago as well.
Yeah, because last week that's not a crazy prediction. There's two choices here. Yeah.
They were the dog, though, so you did get an underdog pick there. So
look at me go.
There you go.
I might not happen again, by the way. You might never get Patrick Mahomes in an AFC championship game or against an AFC opponent as an underdog ever again.
So true.
Well, right now it's like funny enough.
But Super Bowl, it's different. It's the best NFC team, obviously. But I'm saying in like terms of like in an AFC championship game, Mahomes should never be an underdog ever again after what we just watched.
Probably won't be.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good first topic here. Everyone's talking about Mahomes and his legacy and, 3 Super Bowls potentially if he wins this one at age 28. You're wearing the Tom Brady jersey. I'll go with you first, Sarah. Can Patrick Mahomes pass Tom Brady? Not maybe by winning the Super Bowl, but do you see a world where Patrick Mahomes surpasses Tom Brady as the greatest of all time?
Yeah, I mean, I think we are like, I think you'd be silly to not say that he can't. I think the thing is, it's a wait and see kind of situation, right? Like, we don't know. It's going to take a lot of time because Brady, had a lot more time than Mahomes as of right now. But the way this guy's playing, his longevity is looking unbelievable. And like you mentioned, he's 28, his third potential Super Bowl. Like, what? Like, that's nuts. That's unheard of. So for sure it's possible, but 2 years time, maybe breaks his ankle. Maybe it's like something, crazy injury. Tom Brady remains the GOAT. I'm kind of saying it like I'm hoping it happens. I'm not hoping
we're not manifesting.
No. I'm actually not because like it doesn't matter. Even if Mahomes surpasses Brady, Brady's still going down as one of the best. We know that. But yeah, Mahomes is looking like he's a specimen, right?
He's a specimen. Johnny, what's your take on that?
I think I'm obviously a University of Michigan fan, so I love Brady, but in terms of just like being an actual quarterback, athleticism wise, Mahomes is the greatest quarterback I've ever seen. Like, obviously Brady has the accolades, but pure quarterback play, we have never seen anyone like Patrick Mahomes in our lifetime. Honestly, I don't think that's ever happened in NFL history, period. Some of the throws Mahomes makes, getting out of the pocket, scrambling, throwing with his other hand, it's insane what this guy's able to do. And if he wins this Super Bowl and let's say wins one or two more, I think he just is substantially better than Tom Brady all time, and it's not even really remotely close. I mean, Tom Brady, we looked it up at work the other day. A lot of Tom Brady's Super Bowls, his defense gave up less than 10 points, and I think 3 or 4 of them. So it's not like a lot of the Super Bowls he kind of carried. And we remember that Los Angeles Rams Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, like was it 10-9 or something really low scoring? Yeah.
Or 10 points. Or 13, it was 13-9.
13, yeah.
And they won the Super Bowl. Like, all these Mahomes wins, they're putting up thousands of points. And this is the best defense he's ever had right now. This is the first ever top 5 defense ever had. So you can make the argument now he's better quarterback all time than Tom Brady, but obviously the accolades have to come with it.
Yeah, and I think what people will hold is the fact that head to head, the year that Mahomes lost in the Super Bowl was to Tom Brady.
At like 500 years old, too. Yeah. Sit down, Mahomes. Welcome to the game.
And then it was either the year before or the year before that, he lost in the AFC Championship game to Brady as a Patriot too, right? So people will always say, oh, well, they never faced off. They did. But you're right. Like, if Mahomes passes 7, which, I mean, at this point, he's at if he wins this one, that's 3 at 28, assuming he plays till like 40. Tom Brady played till 46, so a bit of an anomaly. But if Mahomes has, let's say, 18 years left, not to rule out the possibility of winning more than Brady, it's pretty crazy to think that one greatest of all time in our era retires and then another one comes up right behind him. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Well, the thing is like the way Mahomes plays, though, doesn't have the same longevity as Tom Brady had. Tom Brady would like sit in the pocket, right? I mean, Patrick Mahomes runs all over the place, kind of takes a decent amount of tackles. But yeah, I mean, just the ability to always win, even when they looked like dog shit. Like, we were talking about it. They were so bad. They lost the Raiders on Christmas Day. They looked terrible at the end of the year, and they somehow just flip a switch, and they're the best team in the NFL again. It doesn't make any sense.
I think like we've seen that with Brady, though, as well. Like, that's the thing. He has this ability to all of a sudden, especially in big games, he is a big game player, to turn this switch on and say, now we're winning this, and I'm going to make it happen. Like, I know what you're saying. Like, maybe technically Patrick Mahomes has this ability that Tom Brady didn't necessarily have, but Tom Brady has this presence. He has a way to control a team, and he still has these eyes where he's seeing everything. Like, I think it's too early to make this call, but I think give Patrick Mahomes his flowers. Absolutely. But like, let's not compare him to Brady just yet. Like, let him create his own story too, though. Like, the pressure, man. Like, this guy, like, I don't know. I hate when we do this in all sports, but like, they're different players. Like Johnny just said too, they play differently. Like, let him create his own story. And in a couple of years' time, like, the guy's still 28, and yeah, Brady played it until 46. Likely, Mahomes is not going to do that. So let's wait a bit.
But I think that's like the world of sports, like, reporting, like the superlatives. Is he the next Brady, LeBron, Jordan, hockey
Enjoy
people,
what you have.
McDavid, Gretzky? Like, the comparisons are going to be with him his whole career. Every, First Take, Undisputed, all these shows, they're going to be talking about that every single week, right?
Yeah.
That's just kind of how this works. So I did want to bring it up, but I do understand what you're saying. Like, it is too early to say, But, to Johnny's point, like the way he's playing and what he's doing, just from an eye test, if you don't watch football and you tell someone to watch Mahomes, it goes, holy shit. Like nobody plays like that, which is cool. So I do want to ask, we have given a lot of love to the Kansas City Chiefs. What about the 49ers here? It's pretty cool to see a guy like Brock Purdy, who nobody really, including myself on this show, doubted many times, didn't think much of. Oh, he had this amazing team behind him, and he does. But in that game against the Lions, he showed a lot of really impressive throws and scrambling, his ability to kind of lead a team to a comeback. So I'll pose the question, you guys. Who would this Super Bowl win be more impressive for? Brock Purdy or Patrick Mahomes?
I mean, it's obviously Patrick Mahomes. He has not like no receivers. Brock Purdy is, I saw someone I think it was Cam Newton said this, and it's a good point. Like Brock Purdy is like the 8th or 9th best player on the San Francisco 49ers. I know it's going to get Sean mad. I know Sean's a Brock Purdy guy, but Brock Purdy has the Monstars around him, right? I mean, he has Deebo Samuel, Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, Kyle Juszczyk's been also really good as well. He literally has a super team. It's more impressive for what Patrick Mahomes is doing with literally just Travis Kelce at tight end, and then some kind of not fill-ins, but not the greatest wide receivers in the league by any means.
That's fair. I think just the fact that a guy can get drafted that low, like you saw the 49ers quarterback carousel, they had Trey Lance, Jimmy G, they bring in Darnold, and Purdy is the guy that's risen to the top of all that, despite the odds. Like to see a guy go from last pick to winning a Super Bowl, I'd find that pretty impressive. I think personally, just because I, slacked this guy a lot and had the same sentiment where he is surrounded by this incredible offense, incredible team. But that game against the Lions, where he really started showing a lot of his individual prowess and making some key throws and scrambling, that was a lot on him. And so I do think it would be pretty impressive, Mahomes going back to back. But I think it would be really cool to see Brock Purdy and the Niners take down the Chiefs on a stage like this. Not an official prediction. We'll get to that later. But I do think it would be pretty cool to see the Niners take them down.
Yeah. I think it'll be cool, but I think Johnny's right. The story is going to be Patrick Mahomes. Like the hat trick of Super Bowls at 28, get out of town. Like
that's fair.
It's not that Brock Purdy's story isn't irrelevant. It's that this is the narrative.
That's true. Well, funny enough, like you guys mentioned, like Kansas City. Okay, it seems like they're locked to win. They're actually an underdog right now. So it's a neutral site game. It's indoors. It's in Vegas, a place that Mahomes has already played this year when he played against the Raiders. So it is curious to see the Chiefs right now, as time of recording, plus 110, plus 2 on the spread, and the 49ers at minus 130 favorite. What are your thoughts on these early lines?
I can't bet against Patrick Mahomes, man. I've been saying this to everyone. Like, I know last week he was an underdog. People bet against him, but on the Ravens, it's just you can't bet against. Like, you just can't bet against one of the best quarterbacks I've ever seen. I know, obviously, the Niners are a wagon, really good team, but Mahomes has done this before. The Niners haven't. Niners lost Super Bowl to Mahomes, I believe it was 3 or 4 years ago, I want to say. Brock Purdy's never been in the Super Bowl before, obviously. Shanahan's shown really weird coaching decisions in big games like this. I mean, it has to be the Chiefs. You're like, if I get burned betting on the best quarterback of my lifetime that I've seen, I guess, in my adult life, I'll have to just bite the bullet on that. But I'm not betting against Patrick Mahomes.
100% with Johnny. This is all the Chiefs. When you have a player like Patrick Mahomes, we've seen it when these players have an ability to change a game, a single player. We've seen it with Tom Brady. We've seen it with Lionel Messi. We've seen it with LeBron James. You don't bet against these players because we have seen it in our lifetime where these players play on teams, but they have an ability to change an entire game. They are just that good. I completely agree. I would not bet against Patrick Mahomes. I don't care. I don't care if overall that the 49ers are the better team. They're a more well-rounded team. These guys are special. They're different gravy, and they know how to flip a game on a dime. And yeah, I would not touch the 49ers. Sorry, nothing against them, but Mahomes is a special guy.
It's hard. Yeah. I think it's a situation where live betting, like if at any point in that game, the Chiefs begin losing, it's a live bet, easy Kansas City.
Hammer.
I mean, that's the mistake I made last year. I took the Eagles. They're up at half. I'm thinking, all right,
silly boy.
I'm watching Rihanna. I'm feeling myself. Eagles are going to take this down. Remember, Mahomes hobbled off the field with the ankle injury. They came back and won. And, that was one of the best Super Bowls we've seen in a very long time. And came down to, doubt against Patrick Mahomes, similar to doubt against Tom Brady. So one play Like, I'm not sure who I like. Yeah, I do like the Chiefs anytime they get down in this game, but I do like the under here. Like you said, Johnny, these are two really good defenses. Two teams in the top 5 of the NFL in terms of points allowed as low. We saw the Chiefs offense last week not score a single point in the second half. We saw the Niners offense in the first half of last week only score 7 points. So I do think it's going to be a defensive battle, a lot of reliance on the run game. Over-under sitting at 47.5, which is still a high total. We could get like a 24-17, 24-20 type game. So I do like the under at this point. I'm imagining that number may or may not move, but I do like under 47.5 here.
I can't get behind that. I thought the same thing last year. Obviously, Chiefs defense was okay last year, but the Eagles is one of the best in the league, and we obviously see it now. Ever since they lost their defensive coordinator, I thought the exact same thing last year, and that game had like 90 points. So I don't know. I'm should be more comfortable taking probably the Chiefs, and then maybe some like Kelsey props as well, obviously, because he has just been absolutely eating in the playoffs. So it's impossible to just not take anything Kelsey related, especially in the biggest game of the year like this.
Yeah, we have a prop, or Sports Interaction is a prop right now. Taylor Swift to win Grammy for Album of the Year and Kelsey to win Super Bowl MVP. It seems like people are trying to build these Kelsey Swift bets, and we're right there with them.
Why is she going to win Grammy of the Year? Did she release an album this year?
I believe so. I spoke to Celine about this one. Taylor Swift is in the lead for it. She's the betting favorite right now.
Yeah,
by a bit. She's also nominated for like Artist of the Year, Record of the Year, song. So she might clean up at the Grammys, which is this weekend. So by the time this comes out, we'll know if those awards are. But if you think you can get Swift and Kelsey together, that would be a big one. I also saw another sports betting company put out Taylor Swift being proposed to by Kelsey at the game. So
I will literally throw my TV in front of the car.
I won't happen.
That's not going to happen, but I just saw that. I was like, okay, I see what you guys are doing there. That's a good
I would never watch football again. I would never watch football again.
Well, the thing is about that is I don't think he would do that on like a grand stage like that.
No.
That's cringy as fuck. I would obviously that would be sickening for her as well, probably. And no woman wants to get
would it? She's like
people have
the
done it
most
before.
Famous person in the world. I think it would be cringy too. I agree, but Taylor Swift is like the most famous human right now. She's
like really private though. Like she's like a private, like no one really knows details.
Is she though?
Yeah, but I feel like
she doesn't post on social, right? It's everyone posting her.
I don't know I don't follow her. I have no clue, but I'm just saying like she's everywhere and I don't even follow this person. So I don't know how private you can be when this is the life that like you're living.
That's not her fault though. Like she tries to keep.
I'm not saying it's her fault. I'm saying it's a fact.
But like she can't be like, yo guys, stop posting me.
A lot of the things like she even said her and Travis Kelce were dating for a month before everyone else found out, obviously. So like she does like to keep things under wraps. Like
that's a long time.
That's nothing.
Did
oh
you
my
see,
god.
Did you see he said he loves her after the game and they caught that on camera? I thought that was a little like, why are you guys showing me? Like NFL official Instagram posted that. I'm like, come on, guys. Like this is football. I've lost
so much respect for the NFL because of this entire thing.
Well, proposals have happened before. The Los Angeles Rams safety proposed to his girl after they won. So it's happened, but obviously not to this level. So these are these silly, bets that could hit, but probably not. But let's talk about some things that will be happening. Super Bowl is a time for a lot of fun props. A lot of people don't bet every day, but they like betting on stuff at the Super Bowl. We have some fun props up at Sports Interaction right now. A lot around the halftime show with Usher. We've had some conversations on and off the air about Usher. I'd love to get your guys' take on the opening song for Usher right now.
Johnny, go first.
Big favorite is but there's some great options on here. I'd love to see.
I think it's too obvious that it's He almost has to end it with unless he does something crazy where like it's all black and then like one corner and you just hear do 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 and then it goes black.
Like the
and then
third or fourth. What are the other ones? What are the odds to the other ones?
So My Way is second favorite. Oh my god would be a good first one. I think
is a really good shout because it's like it eases you in.
I feel like value. I wouldn't bet the favorite. That's so fucking dumb. Especially with something that's so like unknown like this. I would probably take the one we were just talking about. I'd be more comfortable taking that just based off of value wise instead of like the clubhouse leader.
Yeah, Yas just seems too predictable, right? Like everyone assumes he's going to open with that. But and, like Ludacris, Lil Jon, all these guys come out. They probably will.
Sorry, you said last year Rihanna opened with diamonds?
I can't confirm that, but I believe it was diamonds.
No one really cares about that song. So like I think like you can't open with your biggest banger because everyone's waiting for that. That
They're
if
gonna
you,
leave.
like that's the thing. Here is what is going to happen. Oh my God, I actually think is a really good show. I forgot about that song, but I think that
Banger.
that sounds like the beginning, but it's going to be Confessions Part 2. Confessions Part 2. Just when I thought I said all I could say, he's going to get everyone out. Johnny hates this conversation.
Yeah.
Wait, it's just such like the thing is though, it's like such an up in the air thing where it's like you never know what they're gonna play. Like, I guess if someone leaks their script and they'll obviously take it off the book, but with this, you're just better off taking the value plays instead of the favorite.
Sprinkle just a little.
You don't want to, like, I feel like sprinkle on a few songs because like this is. It's funny that like this is stuff we can bet on, but makes it interesting. Like
you can make so much money though.
What is he gonna start with? Yeah, you lose.
No,
everything
you know
on the
what
game,
though? Honestly,
I've
had Confessions in my head for like a month now. Like I was talking to my friends about it. I told you guys I had this pick, but I forgot about Oh My God, and just the way that song starts, where he's like kind of like muffled. Oh my God, I can see him from the back, kind of rising out of the stage. Like I could almost see it, like the production of it already. I don't hate that, man. I don't. But I'm going to stick with Confessions just to be different from you, and then we'll have to talk about it next week.
This is a pick show, so I'll say, oh my God, plus 375.
What's Confessions Part 2 at?
It's not on here.
Plus 375. I can ride.
Not even on there.
Which means it might not even be on the set list.
Are you insane?
Maybe.
It's arguably his biggest song ever.
Yes.
But after it's Confessions Part 2. Are you kidding me? Get out.
Halftime show every year, dude. I honestly I just don't give a fuck about it.
Do people watch the half because if you watch the game, that's like the time to go like get more food, go outside, go to the bathroom. Like some people I know plan their games around the halftime show. I guess it depends on the
I don't know. I feel like every
party.
Super Bowl party I go to, like there's people there for fun, there's people there for football, but still everyone sits down and watches the halftime show. I mean, we're also not like waiting in a line to go to the washroom or like having to go get
everyone
food.
Kind of.
But like, I don't know. I feel like most people I know, like there's definitely interested because even if you don't necessarily like love it, it's kind of becomes a part of like pop culture and like social media and topics. You want to kind of know what's going on, but I think it's fun. The recent ones have been fucking great. I didn't love Rihanna's. I get it. She was pregnant, but I didn't think it was like, but like Shakira and J-Lo, that has me written all over it. I was like 10-year-old Sarah thriving. Also like Dr. Dre, Snoop, Mary J. Blige. Like again, 10-year-old Sarah thriving. I don't know. They're fun. It's definitely not like the whole point, but I don't mind.
Yeah. It just sometimes the sound quality is so bad.
I do agree with that.
It is tough sometimes.
I do agree with that. I do. Yeah. I don't know. What's your guys' favorite halftime show that you can like remember?
I wasn't alive for this one, but like I've seen videos of the Michael Jackson one, which looks
nuts. It's crazy.
That
different.
Was crazy.
Anything Michael did though was kind of crazy.
I liked the Weeknd a few years ago when he was by himself.
He was really good, but he can also he can actually really sing, right? So I think that's like a really good talent. But
what's yours? J-Lo
Shakira was really good, but I did love Snoop and Dre. Like Snoop Dogg is just the best thing that's happened ever. Like I love him. He's my favorite rapper of all time. I just think he's great. But like the fact that 50 Cent was upside down singing in the club.
Yeah, that was classic.
Like what is going on? I loved it. I just felt like it was super nostalgic and like they all still sounded really good. Eminem's still like insane. It was great. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there's this. I feel like the Super Bowl halftime show is like part of the draw of the Super Bowl, right? And then it's just
it gets the neutrals,
football finals,
not the neutrals. Yeah, it gets like the non-football,
the casuals.
Yeah, exactly.
The casuals. Well, another bet for the casuals or for us in the room here. Another popular one with the Super Bowl: the color of the Gatorade dumped on the winning head coach.
I'm going blue.
You're going blue.
Yeah, I think it's actually going to be. I think it's going to be yellow, but I'm going blue because it's best Gatorade flavor.
Okay, Johnny.
That's serial killer type shit to like the blue one.
What's no. Wait, what's your favorite? Is it fucking lime?
Wait a minute.
Yellow.
That's another ick.
Orange or blue.
Yo, and you're calling me yellow is the craziest. It's the worst one.
No, yellow's up there. Yellow's gotta be up there.
Crazy. Blue and red are the top, but blue is like. But oh my God, no, pull it. I need to know what people think about this. I thought universally blue. Sean, what's your favorite Gatorade flavor? Fuck yeah.
Blue.
It's like I swear everyone
You
I
like
know.
having the blue tongue and the blue lips walking
Who
around
fucking
everywhere?
cares?
Like,
Who cares? Drink
like
your
a Smurf.
drink.
I'm out on that. But last year they threw us for a loop because the Gatorade winning flavor was purple. We've been doing research on this at work. So I think you can't go with any of the team color type of stuff because clearly that's not like the thought process. I think Mahomes' first Super Bowl was blue. I'm gonna go with purple again. I think purple's like what plus.
Purple is plus. Purple has the lowest odds, plus 225.
What's blue?
Blue is right behind 275. But blue is, I saw blue is the color of 3 of the last 5 years. So it seems like they love the blue.
Yeah, because people fucking like blue Gatorade, you sickos. Like that's
why would you want to spill it if you like drinking it?
Because it's a tradition.
Right?
It's they're drinking out of it all.
I'm with Johnny because maybe you like. For me, purple is my least favorite flavor. So maybe you're like, okay, nobody drank the purple today. Let's dump the purple.
I don't think I've ever had purple Gatorade. That's like
grape,
the ice one,
right?
Oh, grape is a vile flavor of anything. Never. I don't like.
There's also
anything.
an option for clear, which is just water. If they dump water on someone, they have done it before, but
I'd be pissed.
That'd be pretty.
If I bet on it and it was water, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
Super Bowl 47, when the Ravens won, they didn't do anything for John Harbaugh or just didn't show it on TV. So there's no recorded color. So you're locking in blue, Johnny. You're locking in purple. I'm gonna go purple as well. I feel like you take the flavor that nobody's drinking. If everyone loves blue, there won't be any blue left to dump, right?
Like, yeah, they're running out of Gatorade out of the Super Bowl. Long day. Never.
Well, the obvious, right? You'd think obvious. Okay, both teams are red and orange, so red or orange. But it seems like the.
Sorry, is there an obvious pick for the Gatorade flavor? I don't think this is obvious. This is literally just you throwing darts with your eyes closed and hoping you land on the bullseye.
That's what
gambling is.
Yeah, but no, I mean, no, there's rationale when certain teams are playing and you understand statistics of the teams and the players. This is a Gatorade flavor. This is just for fun. So like, don't try and make it seem like a freaking lab over here, Hoods.
It is.
Well,
so we're no scientists.
There are analytics to this stuff, but yeah, it seems like blue and purple are the leading. So we'll lock those in, and we'll see how we do in the week from now when we get there.
Going back to the halftime show, what are we locking in as our songs? I have Confessions. Johnny went with Oh My God.
I said Oh My God as well.
Okay.
I think me and Johnny are aligned for the first two here. Here's an easy one: coin toss, heads or tails.
Tails.
I always
go heads.
I think heads won last year.
Oh, shock.
Look at this.
Oh,
We're
shock.
in sync today.
Johnny and fucking Huda. Yeah,
my goodness.
Okay. Look, thank God I'm here. Otherwise, it'd be the most boring show ever.
We got stats for this too. Don't worry.
There's no stats. It's a fucking 50-50 chance.
In the last 3 years, heads was 2 of 3 times. If that means anything.
It doesn't matter. It's still a 50-50 chance. That would almost make you think.
Wait, Johnny had something there.
Sorry, no. Let's do math. 2 out of 3 the last time. So wouldn't this make more sense if we're doing a 50-50 chance that this could be a tail?
Yeah, they're unrelated. This is a stats show, right? So
imagine bringing up math.
I just want to come prepared today. Johnny, what you have there?
Sorry, Johnny.
I think like heads is on a legacy run. I know last year I had it. I think I'm contemplating. It's gonna be a game time decision for me if I'm switching it up because I have bet on heads the previous like 2 or 3 years. But yeah, I might try to switch it up. I'm not sure yet. I'm a game time decision. That's what we'll rule it out. But I'm leaning towards heads still.
Okay.
To rise.
Producer Sean's coming in from the top rope.
Yeah, so far we got 57 Super Bowls, tails 30 times, heads 27, friends. So heads is playing catch up.
Heads is due.
But is it in a legacy run the last 5 though, Sean? Am I taking crazy pills?
No, you're not. The longest streak is heads at 5. The longest tails is streak at 4, and they've done that 3 times.
Okay.
So.
All right. Yeah. I don't know. I do enjoy it because it rocks. Because like winning a bet before the game even starts is unbelievable.
So, that's true.
That's actually a really good point. You know what? I never thought about it like that. Going into it, just already being like, I've already won something.
Yeah, exactly.
That's nice. Yeah. I get it. Still sticking with tails.
Yeah, I think it was Pat McAfee every year. He puts like either 10 or 25 grand on the coin toss just every year, just for the first little bet to start the game. So
imagine just having 25 grand.
I mean, he's got that ESPN bag. But another one before the game, national anthem over under 90.5 seconds.
Who's singing it?
Her name is Reba McEntire, country
Reba
legend.
McEntire.
I'm reading off his screen. Reba McEntire.
Reba!
McEntire.
Shut the fuck up, Reba.
Under
No!
over. We're not here for her name.
We've done research on this at work. She is sang 4 national anthems, I think. The last one was at the World Series, I want to say, and she's gone under 3 out of the 4 times.
I was gonna say under
we
as
got
well.
Nuggets.
I was gonna say under as well, genuinely, because I don't know her that well, but I know she's a bit like a country. Like she's not gonna be holding those na 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 na. Like she's not gonna do that. So I think
Right.
it'll be she'll get it along. She'll just bop right over to the end, and I think it'll be under 90.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree. I'm taking the under because it's not. I think it hasn't. I think last year it barely went over. I want to say, or it barely went under by 3 seconds. But it was Chris Stapleton who's kind of like known to drag stuff out. But yeah, I'm taking the under just for fun because it is funny to kind of root for someone to speed up on the national anthem.
Yeah, you're like just sweating while it's like the last 10 seconds.
Come on, finish it up. Finish it up.
Time out really quick.
Yeah.
My favorite ever national anthem is Fergie.
Yes.
Oh yes. Yeah.
I rewatch this clip several times a year, and every single time it gets me. It is amazing.
Was that Super Bowl or was there was some other event?
No, that was
wasn't
the
it?
NBA All-Star
NBA All-Star
game.
Yeah, because
And
all the
just, like,
players were like
Draymond just
what?
holding all the players holding in their laugh. Oh, bless Fergie.
Yeah,
But
that's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
it was amazing. It changed my life. It was amazing. Go on.
I mean, you guys took the under. I'll take the over. Right, this is a big stage. A lot of eyes on you. You want to milk how long you're out there. You know what I mean? Maximize your TV time and exposure.
Maybe they'll know her name's Reba.
So yeah, I'm team Reba, team over.
Okay.
So there's the 2 bets before the game. So people could be in a great spot before the game or in a tough spot and need to make it back.
Yeah.
One fun one we introduced last week. Will there be an octopus in the Super Bowl plus 1400? We saw one last year, Jalen Hurts. An octopus is when you score a touchdown, 6 points, and then also score the ensuing 2-point conversion. Jalen Hurts ran for one and then ran for the 2-point conversion. We almost saw one in the divisional round. Mike Evans had a drop, but he almost had the octopus. Will we see an octopus in the Super Bowl?
I'm going to go no.
It's not even. You can't even bet the no. It's like minus like 900.
Yeah,
like,
you got.
Well, sorry that I'm probably right then.
Yeah.
We're talking about 2 very defensive teams, right? Like, come on, get out of town.
I wouldn't even bet yes on that, to be honest with you. I don't think there's
Much value.
No.
Yeah,
It's more just like, hey, what if, if it does happen
A silly little
like
one.
it did last year? I think that's what people are like, oh, well, we saw one last year.
Yeah.
You got guys like McCaffrey who can catch, who can run. Pacheco, same thing.
Yeah.
Kelsey, who seems to be a blanket in the end zone. There are players on both teams that if it was to happen, it would make sense for them to do it. But like you said, it's a tough one to see happening, especially in what I believe will be a tight defensive game.
Yeah.
But why not, right? Sprinkle, it's the Super Bowl.
It's
Maybe,
Have some
maybe
fun.
a
Have some
sprinkle.
fun.
It's
Yeah.
a sprinkle, but they rarely go for 2. Like unless it's unless it's like a blowout type of thing. So I don't know. It's just you're pretty much just praying on the game to be not a blowout, but close to a blowout where they need a 2-point conversion or a penalty on the field goal. That's the only way.
Alternatively, let's say a kicker misses an extra point early in the game. That would be when you're like, okay, if this team gets in a position to tie the game or make it a 1-score game, they would go for 2. But yeah, like you said, they're playing indoors. Doesn't seem like going to be a lot of missed kicks. I do like the field goal overs as well. But yeah, octopus is more of a, I knew as soon as we started talking about it, it wouldn't hit, but you never know. Now that we say it's not going to happen, watch it happen.
Yeah. I mean, it's something you sprinkle for fun, but
Yeah.
such a low probability thing to happen. So
For sure. So we've talked about, some of the sillier props on this game. We've kind of broken down the game. Love to end off here with the final prediction. How do you see this game going? Maybe a score. What do you think this game's going to be like? And are we seeing a Chiefs repeat or the Cinderella run complete for a Brock Purdy and the Niners?
Go for it, Johnny.
Oh man, I like I said, I can't bet against Patrick Mahomes anymore. I did last week with the Ravens. I felt so dumb after it. But you can get some pretty good value here. Shout out Sports Interaction. You can bet Chiefs to win by 1 to 6 at plus 333. I think it's gonna be a really close game. Come down to like a last field goal type of thing. But that's where, in my opinion, the best value is betting on these kind of score margins. Or if you want to get a little more safe with it, You can bet on Sports Interaction, Chiefs to win by 1-13 at plus 160. This is going to be a close game. It's two of the best teams in the NFL. I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, I'm not going to watch this game," because they think it's going to be boring. But we got the two best teams in the NFL playing in the Super Bowl. So I'm excited for this game, but I think it is going to be a very close game. I doubt it's going to be high scoring based off of how good these defenses are, but I'd be more comfortable just taking win margins for the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are going to win this.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Chiefs
Patrick
as well.
Mahomes all the way. And I like what you said about the under too. I think you're onto something there. So maybe if you can parlay that together and get some more value. I just think it doesn't make any sense to go against Patrick Mahomes. As you said, as Johnny just said, he was an idiot for going for Baltimore.
I went for Buffalo the week before. So yeah, I think just a couple weeks of fading Mahomes. But yeah, like you guys said, it's hard. It's really hard to bet against the Chiefs. Might wait till the game starts, see if San Francisco scores early, maybe get Chiefs live, but I do like the under. And you know what? For the purpose of this show, I'll go Niners.
There you go.
Bang, bang, Niner gang. I also do like a Mahomes rushing yards. I feel like this guy scrambles so well, like better than a lot of quarterbacks. He doesn't get a lot of credit for it. You got Bosa, you got Young coming after you. I can see the Chiefs putting Mahomes in a position to have to scramble, whether it's near the 2-minute warning or evading a sack. So I do like Mahomes rushing over as well.
Nice.
I tried it. He hasn't hit that in a while, though. I don't think he hit that last game, did he?
I don't think he did last game. I think the game before he did.
Oh, he looked into it. The game before he had, I believe it was 20 something, and his total was 26.5.
So he went right under.
Yeah. I don't think
the other worry is like if he QB kneels at the end of the game, you lose it, right? That's the other concern.
Yeah, this game's going to be electric. I know, obviously, it sucks because it's two teams that have been here before. I mean, the Niners, this is like a rematch from like 3 years ago, but these are the best teams to play in this game. I mean, it's the most electric teams. So I'm looking forward to this.
Do you think it will be a better Super Bowl than last year?
No. I mean, last year's game had, like I said, like 70 points. It's hard to match what last year's was. I mean, you had
the Eagles lost.
Yeah, you had
the comeback like and the drama of the injury and all. Like, yeah, it is hard to beat last year. I do think it'll be better than the last time these two teams played in the Super Bowl.
But wasn't that also like 2020, like proper COVID season?
It was right before. Like it was February, and then shit hit the fan like a month later.
No, COVID started in 2019. This was the 2020 Super Bowl.
No,
yeah, like the 2019 season. That Super Bowl was 2020.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. They do the seasons like this is technically the Super Bowl for the 2023 season, but it's like after, right? So
Sarah's right. This is the 2020 Super Bowl. 2019 was Brady versus the Rams, and then 2021 was the Bucks, and then 2022 we obviously
No, we said I agreed with you. It's the season in the record, but like if you Google Super Bowl 2023, this will come up because it's like this season.
Yeah. No.
We got it. Another prop, Johnny, you had mentioned about Mahomes rushing. If you want to factor in the kneeling and potentially over 4.5 is the rushing attempts total, so that might be a safer play then.
Yeah, and if you are leaning Niners, I would really recommend betting Christian McCaffrey to win the Super Bowl MVP. I think if they win this game, he's going to obviously carry the Niners, and you can get that at plus 450 at Sports Interaction. I don't see why. I wouldn't be comfortable taking Brock Purdy. I'd be more comfortable taking the guy that's been carrying him the entire season in Christian McCaffrey. And Christian McCaffrey gets 2 or 3 touchdowns this game, he's going to win the MVP. So this is probably the best value bet you could get. If you, instead of betting the Niners, you bet CMC to win the MVP.
Yeah, it's a good shout. Arash Madani was in here this week, and he had said that he really likes McCaffrey's over, and he took the Niners as well. He had a McCaffrey first half touchdown, which was at plus money, which I like as well. So when's the last time? I guess it's always been quarterbacks, right? But if there was a year where a non-QB would win, it'd probably be the best player in that offense, which would be Christian McCaffrey. So it's going to be a great game. I feel like we got kind of our stances on some of the fun stuff, some of the more serious stuff with the game. And like you said, should be a good game. Hopefully it lives up to the hype of last year, but the Super Bowl is always a good time regardless. So I'm looking forward to it. Sarah, I know you're looking forward to it. Johnny's looking forward to it. Sean's looking forward to it. I know everyone watching is looking forward to. So download Sports Interaction today. Make sure you lock in all these bets before the Super Bowl. Enjoy the game, bet responsibly, and bet local, and we'll see you next week.
Talking shit.